so today I'm going to be doing the Lunar Chronicles! What? So, I had just done my Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard video, and it was a book that I was iffy at and then ended up totally loving. Same concept with these books. I had seen these books all over the place, especially Target, because I love to hang out at Target for some unknown reason. Maybe it's because I can find a Target anywhere. And I was looking at it and I was like, I don't know. It's just going to be another retelling. And those some retellings are good. I don't know about this one. And I loved it. I loved it so much that I managed to read all 3 of these in 3 days. I have a problem, guys. The problem is that the last book isn't out yet. Why do I do this to myself? Why? So, if you don't know what these books are about, they are about these 3 girls, Cinder, Scarlet, and Cress, short for Crescent. And they are in a sort of dystopian world where there are, in a dystopian futuristic world where there's technology advances and everything, but sort of still a little bit on the verge of war and everything, with these people called the Lunar people. They live on the moon, and they are able to affect what they call bioelectricity that is in people's bodies and stuff to make people think and do what they want them to do. So it's basically taking away their free will and everything. And they have more advances than the people on Earth do in technology and biological advances. Now, let me just say how I am was a little bit iffy on this book. I read back and I was like, okay, it's Cinderella and she's a cyborg. How does that even work? And I'm going to say what I did in the last book that I did, which was Red Queen. I can never judge a book by its cover. I mean, this is a really awesome cover and everything because it shows the cyborg side of it, of Cinder and everything, and it is a really beautiful cover. But I look for 3 things. The name has to be good, the cover has to be good, and the summary has to be good. Now, the name is good and the cover is good, but I didn't like the summary, and so 2 out of 3, I open it up and I start reading the chapters. If I can get past the 3rd one and I still want more, then I'll buy the book. And I rarely buy an entire series unless I'm sure I'm going to like the first book. If I don't like the first book, forget it. I'm not going to buy any more of the other books. But I bought the first book, read the first book in a day, went back the next day and I bought the 2 other books. Bam! What? There is such character development in this. I actually liked it a lot because of Cinder being who she is. There's touches of the Cinderella story in it. They are basically retellings of the stories. Like this one's for Cinderella, this one's for Red Riding Hood, and this one's for Rapunzel. And there are little bits and pieces of each of the stories in it. Like in Cinderella, there is a stepmother and 2 stepdaughters, but one of the daughters is actually nice, and there's a prince and a ball and stuff like that. So that has the touches of that. And then in Scarlet, there's a girl, she has red hair, and she loves to wear this red hood that her granny gave her, and she lives with her granny, and she meets a boy they call Wolf, though that's not his real name. It's his Street Fighter name, Wolf. He's cute. I like him. I like this pairing a lot. Don't get me wrong, I love this pairing, but I'm a little sucker for Little Red Riding Hood stories. So, but then again, my favorite Disney story is Beauty and the Beast. So, and then in here, in Rapunzel, you actually meet your Flynn Rider in this one. I spoiled a little bit. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. But you have to know that's coming up. It's coming up. And I do see a lot of Disney within it and everything. So even though Disney did not originally do these stories, they got it from other stories, I can see Flynn Rider in here. Because he's cocky and he thinks he's got everything. He's got swag. And I'm like just waiting for him to say, here comes the smolder in this book somewhere. Even when he's blind, he still has swag. And I'm like, sorry, did not mean to say that. He just gets bumped on the head and he loses his sight for a few days. And then, but he still has swag. Even though he's like in a fight at one point. It's hilarious. But just go ahead and go out there and buy it. I got this one. I got Cinder from Barnes & Noble. And I don't believe I actually should have done that because I paid full price for it when I could have gone to Target and bought all three for their 20% off value. So, but, oh, and look. They have these little, like, lovely little code things that you can scan. Where's all this one? Aww. Well, they don't have it on Crest, but they do on Cinder and on Scarlet, and they're like really cute. And as you can see on the back, here is the complete series that is out so far. So there's Cinder, Scarlet, Crest, and Fairest. Now Fairest is actually a novella. I call it a novella. I believe it's a novella, and it's about Queen Levana or Queen LaBitch. Bam! Said it. But I don't know if I'm going to read that one because I'm even more iffier on that one than I was on Cinder. So I don't know. But I want to wait. I do know I want to wait until the next book, which is called Winter, comes out, and then I will possibly just buy it for, say I have all 5 books. And look at that. Isn't that cute and adorable? And you can tell what each one's going to be about. And, it has strokeable book covers, by the way. It's got that nice, good feel covers on it that you're like, I wish everything could be made. It's got like that velvety feel. So, if you've ever gone on Epic Read and you're like, book petting. I do the book petting instead of the book sniffing. But there are some books I will book sniff because I'm like, I know this scent. I remember it when I was a child. I'm 24, by the way. I'm no longer a child. I'm a young adult. Deal with it. And I'm obsessed with young adult books. Yeah. I have a problem, guys. I keep reading too fast. But I will get back onto that in my next video, which is actually going to be my June/July TBR. And the reason why it's a June/July TBR is because I've already started reading my books that I got for July. One, they came in the mail earlier than I thought they were going to. And two, I ran out of books to read here. I mean, I read this like twice. Oh, psycho. I read this like twice. Good, Target. Yeah. So I know it's the Daily Cruise. I forgot that I had actually read her Blue Blood series. I don't think I actually finished it because I went to college and I couldn't find her books there. But yeah. It was good. And I'm actually filming this on the 22nd of July. The movie comes out Friday. I just have to wait a few more days. Yeah. So yeah, I'm happy about that. So I will go ahead and get on to my June/July TBR, and I will go ahead and see you all. Bye!